There have been a lot of arguments about this particular topic on the differences between the RAM and the ROM. Well, in this video, I'll be breaking things down for you a bit so you can understand how it works. Please stay to the end of the video if you want to grab every single point I make. And without wasting much time, let's get into the video.
Is it on?
Hello guys, I am Jehiel and welcome to the channel where we deliver tech tips and explain how everyday devices work. If you are interested in such content and you would like to return back every week to get information like this, subscribe to the channel and don't click off. Let's take the ice cream making process for this example. We are going to be using a container, the ingredients, and then my hand. Let's take it as if I am going to be putting the ingredients inside the container. I am going to be closing the container. Then I would have to shake it vigorously in a particular amount of time for the ice cream to be made. The container in this scenario is the RAM. My hand is the processor, and the ingredients are the processes or the tasks the device will have to perform. The container, which is the RAM, would be able to take in an amount of ingredients to be able to perform a particular function. The container, being the RAM, is going to determine how many tasks or how many ingredients is going to be taken in depending on its size. With a small container, it's not going to be taking a lot of ingredients and therefore to be performing small tasks or to be producing a small amount of ice cream. But then with a larger container, you can be able to put in a lot of ingredients to be able to make a large amount of ice cream or to be able to perform many tasks. That is the function of the RAM. The RAM is meant to be able to take in tasks or to be able to take in processes that is going to be processed by the processor in the device. Basically, the RAM is responsible for holding or containing the processes, the tasks or the ingredients as we mentioned in the example. The ability of the RAM to be able to do these things is determined by its size. As we use in the example, the containers, it can be able to hold ingredients whether it is small or big. The larger the RAM, the more ingredients it's able to hold. On the other side, the processor is responsible for calculating or processing or running these ingredients that have been put into the container. So as I used in the previous example, my hand is meant to shake the container so the ingredients are able to mix and produce the ice cream. If my processor is slow or if my hand was slow, it's going to be taking a very long time to process or to mix these ingredients. But if my hands were fast and I was able to do it with a lot of energy and vigorosity and those kind of elements, then the ice cream is going to be produced early. That is how it is in normal terms. The faster the processor, the faster it is for your task to be performed. Now to the big question. Are there different types of processors and RAMs? Yes, there are. To add up to this, processors can be broken down into 5 different categories, but the common ones we know are the GPU and the CPU, which fall under the microprocessors. Grinding down into this topic, the processors and the RAMs are produced by different manufacturers, but then they all run under the same concepts. Before we continue into the video, if you have reached this far, a like to the channel would be encouraging, and also share the video to plenty people and things so that we can get more views and we can also be able to spread information like this across. Now for the RAMs, there are different types of versions from the DDR2 down to the DDR4, and all of these are produced by different types of manufacturers. And also for the processors, there are different types of manufacturers producing these. Examples of these are Nvidia, AMD and Intel. But then what is the CPU and the GPU? The CPU is the central processing unit and it works almost like the GPU, which is the graphics processing unit. Their difference is that the GPU has more cores than the CPU, so therefore it is mostly used by gaming devices or some devices which require a lot of processing power. What's the difference between the CPU and the GPU? The CPU is the central processing unit, which works a lot like the GPU, which is the graphics processing unit. The only difference is the amount of cores and their particular functions. The GPU is used for intensive applications or intensive processes, which the CPU can't perform. Thank you guys for watching this video and for reaching this far into it. Please like, comment, subscribe and get this information to to other people by sharing the channel. I am Jehiel and we'll meet again. Till then, bye.